All right, it should be live, should be running good. So anybody who joins the live session, please guys let me know if you can hear me well, um, just so I know whether I have to fix something or not. I don't want the same thing as last week where I was talking for like 20 minutes and then somebody told me that I'm actually muted. But yes, just as usual, we are going to go through some of the pairs right here: euro dollar, pound dollar. We're going to check out gold as well. Maybe the yen cross pairs, even though there's not much going on with the yen cross pairs. We do have euro Aussie and pound Aussie though, with potential trading opportunities. And this is something that we covered about 2 hours ago in the premium Telegram channel. So anybody who's in the channel um, kind of already know what to expect, where are the key levels, and where we could potentially, you know, enter some trades, right? So if you just give me a second, I'm just gonna send out a couple of links here and there just to let people know that we are running live. So I'm gonna send one link in the free Telegram channel. By the way, if you haven't joined the free Telegram channel, make sure to do so. There's a ton of free information on there. I'm sure you'll find it very, very helpful. And also, anytime we do a giveaway, a promotion, discounts, whatever it is, it always goes out first to our free Telegram members. Right. 1 minute to 10 or 8. 8 a.m. London time, right? Hello, Abdul. What do you mean EU? You want me to check out euro dollar or what? Can you check euro dollar, sir? Yes, I will do. If you just give me a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna go through um, euro dollar, pound dollar. We're gonna check out gold as well. So yes, just stick around for another couple of minutes, and then we're gonna start off with the analysis. In the meantime, let me know, do you currently have any trades, Abdul, on euro dollar, or are you looking to enter? A bit of a tricky one, just so you know. We are pretty much trading sideways. We also have European Central Bank's interest rate decision today. So gotta be careful with this one, right? Yes, I am looking for buy on euro dollar on the 5 minute time frame, is it? Okay, okay. All right, so let's check it out. Got some people joining in. That's absolutely fine. That's perfect. You guys write down the pairs that you're trading. If you currently have any trades, or if you at least have any setups, right? So you can go over your setups as well. This is my way to directly help you out, give you some value, for your time here in the live session. But anyways, so yes, we're gonna start off with euro dollar, right? Now, if you look at the higher time frames, so they have a mechanical strategy with fixed rules and time. Yes, of course I do. Everyone should have one, right? Otherwise, it's not going to work out in the long term. Uh, Talking about trading in general, so you must have a mechanical strategy with fixed rules and time, most definitely. Otherwise, this is not going to work. Here it is. I'm gonna say, I mean, I'm very confident, if you don't have a strategy, and most importantly, not even an entry strategy, but the money management strategy. So how much you risk per trade, how much you risk when you're at break even, how much you risk when your account is in the negative, and how much you risk when you're in a winning streak, right? You must have rules for each one of those scenarios, because you're gonna end up either making some money and then losing to the market, or maybe you're going to be constantly losing, and trading is going to be very frustrating, so you're going to be thinking about giving up and stuff like that. And you probably will at the end of the day. If you're losing money all the time, you put in the time, right? You put in the effort, you invest your hard-earned money, and then nothing happens. Of course you may give up, right? But it's all because of money management. It's not even that important to have a really good um, technical strategy rather than having a perfect um, money management. This is very important. I've got a ton of courses on our website. We've got more than 15 courses, and you want me to lay it out for you here in the live session. Ain't gonna happen that easy, right? But if you follow the live sessions, if you also follow the free analysis that we send out every single day in the free Telegram channel, and you constantly, day in and day out, you tune in, you watch me live here, you watch my YouTube videos, you will get what my strategy is and how I'm trading. But anyways, starting off with euro dollar, here is the 1 hour time frame. We are pretty much trading sideways. Now the thing is, overall I am expecting that we're going to break above this resistance, so I'm definitely bullish. All right, now we've got important news today. Okay, European Central Bank's interest rate decision. This is definitely going to cause some volatility across the instruments, right? So I'm not sure whether entering a long trade right now makes a lot of sense and how risky it is, just because even though I am expecting that we're going to go to the upside, before that we may come and tap into that support once again and then go back to the upside. So for those of you who are looking to enter a trade now, just wait for price to form a higher low, and if you want to get into a long trade, do it, but make sure to move your stop loss as soon as possible to break even, because you want to be observing price action. As soon as price comes into that resistance level, or basically a resistance area right around here, let me see what the level is. So let's say roughly around 1.1427, 1.1430. You want to be looking for, potential rejections, just like this one, with a long wick to the upside. Because if you have a strong rejection up here, and then price closes down here below that resistance after breaking through that, well, then that most likely means we're going to see another one of those bearish moves before we see the continuation to the upside. All right, so what does that mean? Looking at the 15-minute time frame, okay, now if we don't break above this previous high right away, then that probably means we're going to take out this structure right here. So you can in fact use the Fibonacci retracement tool in this case, right? So you can go for something like this, okay? So we've got this area right here from the 38.2 down to the 61.8, okay? I'm gonna remove the fib, but I still feel like we're probably gonna take out this structure right here. Now, even if we do something like this and then we get the reversal, you know, depending on what your strategy is and how aggressive you are, you can give it a try. If you get a setup like this, you can maybe go long, right? Placing your stop loss just below this area and then, you know, eventually looking for targets above the resistance. But like I said, this is quite a strong resistance for price. As you can see, we've been trading sideways for some time now, right? About a full week, I would say. Um, so with the help of the news, this is going to be a very suitable moment for price to break above that. But like I said, there is a chance where we could see the market coming down to again test this support down here and then reverse. So all I'm saying is that if you enter a long trade within this area, price goes in your favor, it then maybe gives you a signal in the opposite direction. You can either close at break even, or if you get into a loss, okay, so say let's say price stops you out, do not rush to make another entry right away, okay? Because like I said, if we start gaining momentum to the downside, that most likely means we're going to be heading down to the support level for another retest. And the support level, I'm talking about, let's say 1.1265, obviously a few pips above and below, just like with every other setup that we look at. What about pound dollar? I don't really like pound dollar that much because obviously I am bullish here, but the thing is I'm not going to be able to find a decent trading opportunity all the way up here. We're currently trading around 1.3233. And if I have to be honest, I would really love to see some sort of a pullback. Okay, so when it comes to pullbacks, maybe 1.3070 makes sense because that's the 38.2 level. Okay, so let me just do that. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. So we can still watch out for strong signals around 1.3177. This is the previous high right here. So if you come back for a retest, we're most likely going to see some reaction. If we start gaining momentum from here, we can potentially look for buying opportunities. But this is, for me, this doesn't look good, right? You can see all this move, and then we try and take a long trade all the way up here. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I do need to see a deeper pullback. So let's say 1.3070 would make a lot more sense for me. And it will definitely give us a better risk to reward ratio as well, and kind of a more confirmed setup, if that makes sense. So what about the yen cross pairs? Well, this is definitely not the price action that I'm looking forward to trade, right? As you can see, we are trading sideways, okay? So I've got this initial move, the pullback to the 61.8. I did comment on this on one of my last videos here on YouTube. Then we've got the bounce, okay? We've got the higher low, which is perfect. It looks like we have another one, but for me, I don't really have a good setup here. Even if I drop down to a lower time frame, where does price go from here? It could go in any, either direction. We could start pushing up, breaking above the highs, or at least testing them. But at the same time, we may come down and test some lower levels here as well. So I am definitely not looking for entries on euro yen or pound yen. Okay, let me just delete those. Yeah, it looks like pound yen is about to start gaining some momentum to the upside, but I definitely do not want to enter a trade here. So for me, it's mainly euro dollar. And let's have a look at gold, by the way. Yeah, very similar setup to pound dollar. So we've got this massive bullish move right here, and then we are literally at the peak of price action right now. So I really can't be looking for long trades here. Hopefully we see some pullback throughout the day. I mean, if we see something like this, maybe for price to retest this level. So let's say this is roughly around 3.2, 3,240. Uh, Again, roughly. So we could go a little bit lower. It will be even better. All right. If we drop down to, let's say, 3,160, that would be even better. Now, if we start gaining momentum to the downside, I'm still not going to be looking for selling opportunities, but I do know there are traders who are trading against the main trend. So if you are one of those traders, then you can drop down to a lower time frame, and it looks like we're about to form our first ABCD pattern. Okay, we've got the high, we've got the low, okay, we've got a lower high, and we're most likely about to form a lower low as well. So once we have this, okay, you could potentially start looking for continuation to the downside, but you've got to remember these are trades against the main trend. All right, so definitely do not risk as much as you would risk if you are trading with the trend, if that makes sense. Okay. So let's see how it goes. You know what? I'm going to place the Fibonacci expansion right here on this first move. Okay. So this is where we're supposed to go next. If price starts climbing up from current price levels, I'm not going to be able to find an entry for myself. Now, even though here is a point where, you know, Abdul, you asked me if I have a mechanical strategy with fixed rules and time. I do expect for gold to continue higher, and I know there is a high chance that we could actually continue higher without really having a decent pullback. So if I see price starting to push back to the upside with a strong momentum, this is most likely going to tell me that the market is going back to the upside and we're about to break above this most recent high. But I'm still not going to be looking to enter a trade, okay? Because I do want to see a deeper pullback. It just for me doesn't make sense to chase price. Let's say I'm looking to go long from here. I miss this move. Price is now up here, and that was my target. Let's say if I entered a buy trade here, that was my TP up here. Okay, take profit. So price has now come to my take profit, but I didn't manage to catch this move. So now I'm trying to enter a long trade, looking for the same move again when I was supposed to exit my trade at this level. So this is why I do not want to enter trades whenever price is just like here on pound dollar. All right, this is what I'm talking about. We did have a strong bullish move already, so we're now trying to chase price, and this will change if we get a decent pullback. So far, it's looking good, breaking below this support right here. Let's see what kind of reaction we get down here. And by the way, if you guys have watched some of my last videos here on YouTube, not the live sessions, but the videos I uploaded recently, a lot of people have asked me about the volatility trading system. So if you want to learn more about it, you can go over to our website, trendlineforex.com, and then just click on that volatility trading button up here. In fact, I'm going to send out the link right now here in the chat box. So whoever is interested, because it did show some results from live accounts and stuff like that. So you know, that piqued the attention of some people, and they've asked me where they can find out more about this. So just check it out. There are some videos where I'm showing more results, and yeah, just have a look at it. And whatever kind of questions you have, you can always send me a message. Hi, Balaji. Haven't seen you for a while. Have you been um, checking out the last few sessions we did? I did send an email to support, but didn't get response since Tuesday. Oh, is it? Okay. What is the issue? Do you want me to? You know what? I'm gonna send you the. Just give me a sec. All right, this is my personal chat. You can send me. Um, just send the same message to that chat, and then I'll right after the live session, I'll have a look at it. I know it has happened before. Somebody sends us an email, and it apparently lands in the spam folder. So maybe that's why. I do apologize about this though. Balaji, was that you that just sent me a message on Telegram? Just because you've got a different name on your account there, is it? Just to make sure that this is you. Okay, that's perfect. Gold is still pushing down. It's about to enter this area down here. So I'm really curious to see how it's going to react. But if I see a strong push off, so let's say a candle like this with a long way to the downside, and let's say a candle closing like this, that may give us an opportunity to enter on the lower time frames. So just watch out for price action here. Obviously, we could easily break below that and just go through that box, but that's fine. That's why we're not going to rush with our entries, and we're just going to be observing price action. So we do have some sort of reaction here on euro dollar from this area as well. And you can see we're pretty much looking at kind of the same price action thing here on gold. It's just that gold has not reached that area yet. But technically we are still bearish, all right? So now somebody asked me, Abdul, you did ask me earlier, you said you're going to be going long on euro dollar on the 5 minute time frame. I don't know if you're in a trade already, but even though I don't like this setup and I'm not going to be taking it myself, if I want to be going long, I would at least wait for price to break above this, maybe give me a break and retest, or even if it's not a break and retest, even if price just breaks above that, then comes back and it then gives you a higher low, okay, higher than this previous one, then I will probably be looking to take this trade, because now you have this, and then a higher low. All right. So you're not going to be expecting for price to break above that resistance. All right. Of course, hypothetically, because we don't yet have price action um, at this level up here. But let's see what's going to happen next. I actually think we're going to continue lower though, because I still want to see price taking out this low, or basically this area right here. So if let's say we see something like this and then price going back to the upside, this is going to be much better than what we have now. Because if that happens, then that means we would be taking out all those stop loss orders sitting below this low or this one, this one. So that's why I would like to see that stop loss hunt happening right here. I may be wrong. Of course, I may be wrong, but to me, this is, according to my strategy, this is what I would like to see. All right, what's going on with gold? We're most likely going to push further down into this area. Looks like euro dollar is trying to gain some momentum. Now, if euro dollar starts pushing up, then that probably means we're going to have a kind of a stronger move here on pound dollar, because I've noticed that recently pound has been performing better than euro dollar, which is fine. It does happen. A little bit of movement here on the yen cross pairs. But still, nothing major really when you look at the 1 hour time frame. Prices started to push up, but we do have this resistance right here. And even right now, we are trading at a pretty strong level for euro yen. All right, we're talking right about current price levels 162.25, let's say, because we've got all those previous lows right here. At the same time, we've got those highs. So this is a pretty strong level. but I'm still very curious to see what's going to happen with gold. To be honest, I would say maybe euro dollar, but most likely gold would be the one if I'm going to be looking for entries right now. Even though it's not my favorite thing to look for entries before high impact news, but let's see how it goes. Obviously, if I get a decent setup that is according to my strategy, it doesn't matter if there are high impact news before that. Well, obviously, I'm not going to be entering right before the news, but we still have some time. And especially when you're looking for trades on the lower time frames, you tend to um, spend much less time in a trade. So let's see, we're still struggling to gain momentum to the upside. So that's why I'm not rushing with any trades. Even though we have a test of this area, we have a test of the previous lows, prices started pushing up, you know, this is why you never rush into any entries, and this is why you must have clear rules of when you enter or exit a trade. We're about to test the previous highs here on pound dollar. All right, so that's another resistance level to watch out for. Okay, so let's see. And we're most likely going to see some sort of reaction. I want to see whether price will just slow down, or because if we get something like this, right, a long rejection wick to the upside and then price closing down here, well, this is going to be a signal in the opposite direction. So you can see what happened right after this massive rejection right here. Tried to break above again, couldn't manage to, and then price created a lower high and it then just dropped, fell off a cliff. So if that's about to happen again, we could potentially take advantage of that. Even though, like I said, I'm not really keen on trading pound dollar right now. You guys let me know what you trade. Do you currently have any setups? And by the way, I would actually really appreciate if you can throw in some ideas for YouTube videos that I can make for you. So what kind of topics would be interesting to you? What do you want to see? Is it like more strategies, more uh, trading psychology stuff? What would be of interest to you? Really want to know because I'm about to make some videos pretty soon. Uh, we do have a smart money concept trading course, so I'm going to be making some videos uh, regarding smart money trading. Right? As you probably already know, we do also have a completely free course on how to get funded from prop firms like FTMO. All right, this is where I give you a strategy, and this course is completely free. It's on our website actually, so you can go over and check it out, trendlineforex.com. Let me do that. Ups right here, funding. All right, here it is. That's a gift for you guys. Completely free course. All you have to do is to sign up on our website. If you've already signed up, then you ain't gotta do nothing. Then you can go over to my courses. You click up here on your profile, then go to my courses, and you can watch it right away. I'm not in any trades at the moment. More a strategy is consistency. Okay, this is exactly what I'm asking. Thanks, Balaji. And by the way, I'll get back to you right after the live. I saw your message, so I'll get back to you. Yes, more strategies are coming up soon. 15-minute candles is closed. Bullish one on pound dollar, bullish one on euro dollar as well. Um, and we do have a bullish candle here on gold also. But I really don't see anything that excites me. I'm still looking for gold to continue a little bit lower. All right, so 1:15, around lunchtime, and this is London time. We're gonna have European central banks news, so be careful with that. There's still about uh, what 2 hours and a half, something like this. So I feel like after the news, we may have a much better opportunities than we have now. So yeah, if you don't have any decent setup, just don't rush into any trades. At least wait for the US session. And if not, then tomorrow is another day. And by the way, tomorrow pretty much everything is off. So actually, we don't really have tomorrow, but it's next week. We're most likely gonna have a much better trading opportunities. To be honest, it's been a slow week. This one, without that many good setups, to be honest. But we do have weeks like this, which is totally normal. And especially for me personally, when I'm looking for quite a lot of confirmation, and if I'm not sure to enter a trade, I just wait for, let's say, another break of structure. This is what would normally give me further confirmation for my entry. And right now, especially this morning, I don't really have anything. I do expect for euro dollar, pound dollar, for gold to continue to the upside, but before that, I feel like we may have some pullbacks. Um, and from what we see now here on euro dollar, for example, it looks like price is bullish, but there is no guarantee that it's going to continue higher. And obviously, we've got the um, European central banks news release pretty soon as well. So whatever happens here until then we're most likely going to see some more volatility, um, which means whatever kind of trades you enter right now, if you do not exit those trades during the news or before the news, you're most likely going to get, it's either going to go in your direction or it may stop you out. So that's why for me, being patient and knowing when I'm supposed to trade and when not is a good skill that I've developed over the years. Um, so yeah, and there is a resistance coming up here on pound dollar. As you can see, price is slowly approaching that level right here. In fact, if you look to the left, we do have more structure at the same level right here. So I am expecting to see some sort of reaction. If we break above that easily, well, then this is going to be a good signal. But for now, we don't know whether this will happen. For now, price is just testing this area right here. So let's see how it goes. I think I'm going to be ending the session here, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Join the free Telegram channel as well. It's quite important. And there are um, more videos coming out pretty soon. We've got a ton of free content on our website, trendlandforex.com. So go and check it out. We do have a trading course for beginners completely for free, and some other stuff as well. Just gotta wait for another couple of minutes if there are any final questions. But you also have my contact information. Thanks, Balaji. I'll speak to you soon. And if there are any questions, there's all the links that you need are below this video, below the stream if you're watching live. And I'll speak to you soon, guys. I'll see you in the next one. And the next live session would be what Tuesday, which is what 21st. All right. Um, till then, make sure to trade safe. And trade like a pro. Just be smart. If you don't have a good setup, do not enter a trade. That's it. Or if you really want to enter a trade, just use a smaller lot size. This is how you deal with overtrading and deviating from your trading plan, if that makes sense. I'll see you guys in the next one.